this year's national championship game. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. This football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Snap motion from the offense. Off the play fake on first down. Wide open downfield. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Grabbed by the receiver. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Catch made on the out route. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments, because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Buckeyes are in the red zone. A play action, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Thurman. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And that catch is hauled in. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up third down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. The Buckeyes are looking to keep this drive going.
I really like this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator and head coach deciding to go for this. Why not take a chance here on this opening drive? You've gotten across midfield. Worst case is you put your defense back out on the field, but instead you pick up the first down, new set of downs, and they're thinking...
It's intercepted. The defense snipped out the
to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
The offense moving into a bunch formation. Looking for a gap. It's Love.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking to throw. It's Carr. On the run here, lets it go. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle made after a big gain.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Timeout, Ohio State.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. The back's got it. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, help them just with 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Same tailback, another carry. 0 running route. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, it's Carr. He's running out of time here. On the move now. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Fielded near the 20. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They get it now, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Now he's bringing it back. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
The offense gets a chance to start with a short field. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Second down after that completion. Dropping back, it's Carr. Receiver grabs it. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense facing 2nd and goal. The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He cannot hold on to the ball. That's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the call here. 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
The field goal is good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Now he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. To the air. It's Sayin. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive.
Wow, a 3rd hit tonight by the QB. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because right now, this isn't working.
That's real win. It's Fields. After second effort, he's brought down, but is past the marker.
That's tough for this defense. You give up the catch, but you also let the receiver break a tackle and get some yards afterward.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Nice grab. It's low. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight.
Notre Dame 3, Ohio State 0.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. What a catch and run by the junior.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Trying to find room. It's low. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. QB decides to keep it here. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
Man, this defense can fly to the football as a group. That's great team pursuit. The quarterback a little unsure on whether he should keep it or pitch it, and the defense makes him pay for that with their speed.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Looking to scramble. Caught near the goal line. He'll be stopped short a couple of yards from the goal line.
That's another huge gain for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Design quarterback run. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run. Ball spotted at the 5 for this third and goal play. Caught quickly. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, in my opinion, what we just witnessed is one of the toughest things to do in football as a defender, and that's making an open field tackle. A lot of times, those one-on-one matchups against shifty receivers, the receiver wins. This time, let's tip our cap to that defender. Great play.
So 4th down now from the 3. They'll go for it. Can the defense rise up for a big stop? The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. He was on target with his first attempt. This one just a chip shot from 20 yards away. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Scanning the field. It's Sayin. He escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Couldn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
I mean, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Looking deep down the right side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Boy, the timing here by this defensive back, that is tough to do. You know, we always use the term great ball skills by a receiver, but here the corner locates the football and knocks it away. Great play.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Tackle made after a short return. The pick ends that threat.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback in this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack.
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. He steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. And he won't make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. A chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense played coverage, a blitz. Looking to throw. It's Sayan. Moves out of the pocket. On the run. Catch made in space. Look out. And the junior with some excellent work after making the catch.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
A deep shot right down the middle. He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They were backed up to start the drive with some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The first play of the drive now, the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's a great job by this defense at getting pressure with only 3 pass rushers. That leaves 8 back in coverage, makes it very difficult to find an open man. But boy, you'll play that defense all day if you can get that kind of pressure with just 3 guys.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They get him down after a short return, but interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. First down. Looking to throw the football. On the move now. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Powers through. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Down the middle, it's Peoples. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Really good job here by the offensive line. The windows get very tight for the quarterback. They do a nice job of giving him time to work through his progressions. I know he wants to get this ball into the end zone. After all, this is a national championship.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
And they tack on the extra point. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Bringing it out. It's Young. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Using his legs. It's low. That run moves the ball to the 16. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
This shouldn't be a ball. This shouldn't be a ball.
Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, trying to make up this deficit. Fire to the right side, complete. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Second down after that previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
That's going to be enough for the first down, and just as you'd expect, here comes that up-tempo approach by this offense. The defense is aware that this is something they do. Let's see how well they defend it.
The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. It's Carr. Caught over the middle. It's Pauling. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
He'll wisely throw that one away.
Yeah, I think that's a smart play. Goal. It's tricky when you're trying to throw it in there, and if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
No gain makes it 2nd down and goal from the 5. And the wideout goes in motion. Flying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Stop for no gain. Defense very stubborn here down here at the goal line.
Well, you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on 2nd down to bring up this 3rd down. Now as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
Now a crucial 3rd down and goal. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. Defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal. Send the back in motion. And he will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. And he grabs it in the end zone. The conversion will tie up this football game.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for two. Great throw.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. To start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Another big gain by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offensive coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, we'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Here's the 2nd down play. On the run, it's Peoples. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Back to pass. It's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. That's reeled in. It's Peoples.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Ball handed off. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Third down and short in this championship game on the 9th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. But it's incomplete. They missed an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They'll pass from the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on 4th down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch. Can he get in?
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
Bringing pressure. Grab behind the line. It's Peoples. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they jump on top here in the second half. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On the ground, it's Love. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Looking to pass. It's Carr. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
They misfire in first down, so it's second and 10 from the 41. And the QB will try again on second and 10. This time it's complete. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes the grab. It's Pauling. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Scrambling around now, looking downfield. He makes the grab. They bring it down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's first and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense flies in to make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Important second down play coming up. To throw, it's Carr. Defense is coming after him. Another pass rush hits home.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. Is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
Here they come on 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack they gave up early. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Grab down the middle. It's low. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down.
Well, they try to sneak the running back out of the backfield. Quarterback looking downfield, no one open, so he just tries to get it to the back and hope he could get the yards after the catch for the first down, but the defense corrals him short of the marker.
And that one straight down the middle. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Incomplete and nearly intercepted yet again. 2nd down now.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, and hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play.
Well, here we go, Chris. One of the biggest plays of the game. 3rd down and long with the lead late in the game. Clock is running. I think this is the time you call one of your favorite plays on this 3rd down. At the same time, be very mindful. You cannot turn the football over.
Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Oh, big hookup here. They're forced to throw the ball on 3rd down, and the connection's going to keep this drive alive, and also, more importantly, just keep that clock moving.
Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. Grinding away on the ground. As the first down is still going. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Now the offensive coordinator calls the right play. I like trying to get out on the edge of the perimeter of this defense with the speed you have, but you got to tip your cap. The defense made a great play.
Now it's 2nd down here. To throw, it's Sayin. Caught over the middle, it's Thurman. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He lets it go on the move. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The national championship coming right down to the wire. Biggest possession of the game so far. This offense needs a touchdown. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Washington. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Watch the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Here we go, 3rd down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Can he make it to the marker? It's a fumble. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Oh, the defense misses out on an opportunity, just what they needed. Ball's on the ground, unable to recover it.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. Spinning out of the tackle. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? Dropping back. It's Carr. Caught in the backfield. It's low. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Well, the offense has done a nice job of moving themselves down in this area to give themselves a chance. But, man, the quarterback's got to continue to make good decisions and not put the ball in harm's way.
And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game. Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Clutch conversion there. Sets him up 1st down from the 31.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that 2nd level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? Quick throw, testing the middle. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Not much on the return, but to set up the offense at the 35.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Using his legs. It's Peoples. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Sticking with the running game. And tackled after a small pickup there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. He's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.